The topics and opinions expressed in the following show are solely those of the host and their guests and not those of W4CY Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4CY Radio or its employees or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4CY Radio.
Welcome to Human Rights and Justice for All. I'm your host, Greg Malone. If you'd like to call in today's show, you can call in at 561-623-9429. That's 561-623-9429. You can also Skype in. Just add to your contacts on Skype, W4CY, and Chad will get you on the air with me, and we can talk about whatever you'd like to talk about. I'd just like you to know that I have some contact information, Human Rights and Justice for All at gmail.com. That's Human Rights and Justice for All at gmail.com. Also, you can get me on Twitter at Rights Justice. Rights and Justice are capitalized. I choose topics for the show that I deem important to us individually and to our society. The highest goal of my show is love. The love of God first and the love of my fellow man second. The basis of all my reasoning is that truth is absolute. When something is true, nothing can be said or done that can change that truth. It is what it is. And I'd like to also say today, and this is one of the points I bring up every week on my show, is that we will be not only judged by what we have done on this earth, but by also what we have left undone. And that is, Jesus, said to his disciples, you saw me naked and you didn't clothe me. You saw me hungry, you didn't feed me. You saw me in prison and sick and you didn't visit me. And there were some other things that he said along those lines. And they said to him, when did we see you like that? When were you in prison and we didn't visit you? When were you hungry or naked? And Jesus said, inasmuch as you've done it unto the least of these, your brethren or your brothers, you've done it unto me. So we need to realize that we need to be his hands and feet, actually going out, doing things, and ministering to other people. They're out there. You can find them. You know of them through friends. You know of them through your church. You know of people that could really use a helping hand, even a call, a kindness, a little bit of kindness, a little bit of sharing. And with that in mind, I'd like to give a quick shout-out to a friend of mine from Muskegon, Michigan, Kathy Wilde. I knew her from when I went to school at Central Christian Academy in Muskegon, Michigan. That's right. That was many years ago, 1979, I think, to be exact. But Kathy does a bunch of really unique things and gives out little notes to people and really blesses people. And it just made me think of that when I was talking about what Jesus does, wants us to do with regard to helping out other people who are in trouble or going through a hard time. So shout out to Kathy. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're prospering, and hope your whole family is prospering. And God bless. Well, that's my shout out for the day. Sorry, Amber, I left you out, but I'll catch you later. Getting back to the show, I'd like to really touch base on a lot of different subjects today. I've been going through many different news outlets and just getting information on abuses and victories that we're seeing with regard to human rights issues. I think one of the most horrible human rights abuses that we see in America today is that of abortion. Now, I have personally been involved in trying to do as much as I can to stop abortion in the United States and around the world. And I just wanted to report to you that I saw a story this week. It was posted on 9/13, which was, I think, Friday. And this is from a major news outlet. And the title is Abortion Clinic Closing at Record Rate. And that I believe is a good thing. And they give some reasons for these abortion clinics closing. And most of the reasons for these things closing are work that is done on local levels. It's not being done at the national level so much. It's being done at the local level. So this is a real grassroots movement, and I'm glad to be part of that. I hope that you become members of your local Right to Life organizations. I'm currently a member of Iowa Right to Life, and they are a great group of people. I had Jennifer Bowen on the show here several weeks ago, and we were talking about telemed abortions, which were overturned, thank God, and now will be done away with here in October of this year in the state of Iowa. So that's a great victory. But getting back to this article on abortion clinics closing at a record rate, this is really marking a hopeful trend for people working against abortion and shutting down, as we're shutting down these places at an unprecedented rate. The total so far this year is 44 abortion clinics that have closed, according to pro-life organizations that track clinic operations. So this is an amazing thing. 44 clinics have closed. Now, if you take the average of how many abortions they conducted each day, that's a lot of babies that aren't being aborted, or people are having to travel great distances, and it's a big hardship to have abortions. Hopefully, more and more of the children will be kept by their parents or grandparents or put up for adoption. And we know there's a huge need for babies for adoption here in the United States. There's thousands of loving families that would take these babies in a minute. If I could save a child from abortion by taking them into my home, I would do it without a thought. And I'm in my 50s, and there is no doubt in my mind that I would take a baby immediately to keep that baby from being its life being snuffed out. So as I've said before on the show, what it really comes down to is this, Mary, the mother of Jesus, when she found out she was pregnant, if she would have taken the morning after pill or aborted her baby, would she have been killing Jesus, the Son of God, even from the very moment of conception? And the fact of the matter is that the answer is true. She would have been killing the Son of God. So it's not just a piece of tissue in there. It's not just something that's non-existent, that doesn't have any personhood until it actually leaves the birth canal. It is a human with all the potential that it will have from here through eternity at the moment of conception. So that is what my belief is with regard to abortion. And I'd just like to say also with this article, it says this year, 42 clinics that provided surgical abortions have shut their doors, and 2 that offered chemical abortions by drugs also have closed, according to Operation Rescue. This is the great group that's working in the anti-abortion trenches. Operation Rescue monitors closings and health and safety violations by clinics nationwide. That number far surpasses the 25 surgical clinics shut down last year and the 30 in 2011. So if you add them all up, you're looking at 70, 80, 90, 97 clinics in the past 3 years, almost 100 clinics in the past 3 years that have shut down. So thank God I went to Central Christian Academy and learned math. So I'm going to try to add in my head. So it's an amazing thing, and God bless Operation Rescue, Iowa Right to Life, and all these other groups that are working. If you're part of a group that works to ban abortion or works to influence legislation, You can give me a call. This is a live call-in show. You can give me a call at 561-623-9429. 561-623-9429. And as I've said before, if I go on to a different topic and I go by the one you want to talk about, just give a call in and I'll just go back to that topic. It's no big deal. So I can accommodate you very easily. Also, if you would like to become a member of a group that opposes abortion and that does actual work through legislation, through speaking to medical boards, you can call in also, and I can direct you to some of those groups. Some of the shutdowns have been in major clinics. For instance, Virginia's #1 abortion provider closed. This is according to the Washington Post in July. Nova Women's Healthcare in Fairfax, Virginia shut down after state and local governments enacted regulations that abortion providers appeared unable to meet. The Northern Virginia Clinic performed 3,066 abortions in 2012 and 3,567 abortions in 2011. It's really sad, and I'm glad that over 3,000 babies a year will be saved by shutting down this clinic. At least I hope they'll be saved, that the mothers don't decide to go to a different location and carry through on this murderous act. It is murder. As Mother Teresa said, if you will kill your child, what's the difference of you killing me? It is the same thing. And so, it should not happen. I feel my heart really goes out to these young ladies that have find themselves in this situation where they're having a baby or a woman that's having a baby and that doesn't want to have that child. I'm telling you, there are options. You can contact me. Call me at 315-744-0007, and I will direct you to some people I know that will help you to be able to deal with this situation. There's a lot of groups out there that will help mothers struggling or young ladies that find themselves pregnant, and will help you find homes for your babies or help you to take care of your own baby also. Here we go. Here is some more information. This reason for giving the upswing in closings are varied even among pro-lifers. They include the increasing state regulations and oversight of clinics. This hasn't been happening in the past, and now the states are stepping in, and it's starting to make an effect on the closings of these clinics. Also, a growth in pro-life opinion and activity. I mean, we're starting to swing the tide of thought on abortion, and significant decline in the abortion rate. And I thank God. I believe that's based on the prayers of the people out there who are praying that this hideous thing will be taken away from our land. And someday, I hope it will be, with Lacey and Connor's law having been enacted. I hope that overturns Roe v. Wade at some point in time. So just on the legislative side, I'd like to give you some info. State legislators have enacted 69 pro-life laws this year, according to a report released Thursday, September 5th, by Americans United for Life. In all, 48 states considering about 360 such proposals in 2013. So there's some amazing things being done in state legislations that are taking a real bite out of this abortion clinic money-making scheme. And so this came from Christianity Today, this article, and there's also part of this article is from the Baptist Press. So Christianity Today and Baptist Press, thank you for putting out that article and benefiting the lives of little children. And if you'd like to support any of your local Right to Life organizations, you can find them easily on the internet in your phone book. You can dial 411 on your phone and ask for your Right to Life organization within the state.